and you make it yours.
Bean.
That's right. I'm yelling when it starts. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Welcome everybody. Before the show, we need to be. Thank y'all for joining us. We already have some folks in the Stever. How you doing, Brom? A slur was thrown at the song "The Edmund Fitzgerald" and its singer-songwriter, and we almost broke out into open conflict with Canada, and it was close. So
it's still on the edge. It's the nice edge.
Not just Canada. I'm a Michigan boy. That was like our alternative state anthem. Yeah. The wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, they played that every hour on the hour in Michigan radio stations. I mean, this was not just a Canada thing.
I'll have you know, I saw Gordon Lightfoot 5 years ago, and I nearly cried.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Welcome to Lego Talk.
Welcome to middle-aged men talking about things other than Lego.
Well, considering most of us lived some of their lives in the 70s, that is, I mean, I think I lived 9 years of my life in the 70s. Matt lived 10 years of his life in the 70s, but I still feel like an 80s kid, not a 70s kid. I don't know.
So the real question I have for Greg is how many, not do you own it, but how many copies do you have of Gord's Gold? Do you have it on CD and LP and MP3?
No, I had the original vinyl for years.
You should have said 8-track. That would have been so much better.
Yeah. However, now my daughter at 13, like the kids buy vinyls. Like, you mean an LP? No vinyl. I'm like, all right, whatever.
You forgot to ask about the sheet music for Hurdy Gurdy.
I'm wearing that under my shirt.
Well, welcome to a very messy already Monday. I forget Stever is not a child of the 70s. Youngster, stupid kid, Gen Xer, whatever.
Unless you're talking about the cars, then he is.
Anyway, so welcome to the show. Thank y'all for joining us. Some of our friends hopefully will be joining us later. We're just old guys hanging around, talking Lego stuff. I am building a building, for crying out loud, and I don't know what I'm doing, but here it is.
What is that about? What? Oh, that's right. Never mind. I remember now. Never mind.
It's a backdrop for him.
It is.
Let's not.
Jake and I are going to be building a scene, maybe to take to Brick Fair. It's outside of our normals. We're building a monster and a robot that's defending, all that kind of stuff. I made a sketch. I want to build it, so this is what we're doing. So I've got to build some town scenery, and I'm not good at that, so I'm doing it. So we'll see.
You can do it.
Yes, I will try. I'm actually going to build Mills plates this weekend and make a base that can snap apart. Yeah, I'm thinking of running some lights in this thing and doing all that kind of stuff.
You need to check your temperature.
9-volt Chris, they called him. 9-volt Chris.
Hey, shh. I told you that in private. Intness is here. Hello. I don't know if I recognize that name, but thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming by. Moto is here. Moto. How you doing, Moto? If you got an invite, hop on in, man. So what are you gents working on? Let's see, Mark, what you got going on today?
I got bricks and pieces.
Yay.
So I've already taken these out of the individual poly bags, but this is a whole bunch of those little greebly tool bits and things that come with the Probe Droid. So you just get all kinds of fun stuff like the little saw thing, little fuestos.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Oh, those are cool.
You get these little elbow guys.
Did you get both? There's two different sets of those little tooly things. Did you get both types or just one?
This is just what came with the Probe Droid, just that pack.
Okay, it's got the cam. That's the
give him buyer's remorse.
It's got this kind of little laser gun looking thing.
Wow.
Nice.
And the other really super useful piece is that 3-way bar connection.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And then I also got a bunch of those little guys, little
sweet. Those are sexy.
stubby things, and 100 dark gray lightsaber blades.
Nice.
Not sold since 2005.
I was about to say, has that been explained? Hey, Captain Xavier's in here. We'll hop in here and just have a second. So that part is like how much on Bricklink before it came back out? I mean, crazy.
$2-3 a piece
for a lightsaber bar in new dark gray. So it has been used in another set recently, and so you can get them very cheaply on Bricks and Pieces. So,
provided they're in stock, because everybody keeps buying them all up.
I wonder if they've hit Bricklink and people are reselling them for massive profit yet. I mean, I'm sure that'll even out the market. So
I wish I knew that before.
I'm sure the price will drop precipitously now. So.
Probably so. There's Captain Xavier, man. What's going on, man? Oh God, I'm back. Oh, look at that shirt, man. Look at there. That's nice.
I have survived BrickCon.
So how was the show?
It was awesome. I got a trophy and everything.
Oh, let us see it.
Why does my light keep dimming?
Let's see the trophy.
Where is the trophy?
Flex the trophy.
Trophy flex.
Yeah, the light's dimming because you're sitting in front of a window and the camera doesn't know what to do.
Let's just turn it somewhere else then.
That's good.
Go to a dark place.
Oh, that's cool.
Neat.
Oh, neat.
Pew pew.
Wow.
Oh, it's got little guns. That's awesome.
Somebody put some effort into that trophy.
Total battle space dominance.
Yes.
Nice.
So what time zone are you in that's still light outside?
Pacific.
Ah.
Cool. So was this your first con, or have you been to many? I don't know your experience.
I have attended BrickCon and Brick Cascade as a general public. This was my first time going as a builder.
Sweet. And your experience was positive, obviously. Tell us many tales. What was unexpected for you?
I made it to the final 5 of their Master Builder competition. That was cool.
Oh, cool.
The first one, they gave us the Year of the Monkey set and told us to build a dinosaur.
Nice.
And that was actually fairly easy and fairly straightforward. And then they gave us the big classic parts, just random, big box of parts. And the 3-in-1 shark set, and told us to build the Concept of Destiny.
Easy peasy.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was a mess. But I made it into the top 5, and then didn't win. But I was still very happy.
Who won?
I have no idea. I don't know who anybody was.
All that matters is that you didn't, and that's all that matters.
That is correct.
I understand.
I did win one of the random prizes where they picked 5 people at a time, and you got us. I got the Ice Explorers with the mammoths.
No.
That's a nice. The mammoth is not cheap.
That's what I thought. So,
welcome everybody. It is BrickCon night. Is here. Everybody liked your movie, man. I was just saying. Anyway, awesome, dude. I'm glad you had a good time. What are you going to do? Another show? You going to come to Brick Fair, Alabama? By any chance?
Probably won't go that far. I will be going to Brick Cascade in March because I'm actually closer to Brick Cascade than I am to BrickCon.
I'm going to.
Are you going to Brick Cascade? I didn't know that.
Yes,
he's going to Portland, right? In March?
Yeah. So it's only an hour south of me.
That's the same week as my work conference, so I will not really be showing anything, but I will be attending.
Lovely. Me and my friend hope to build 3 more ships of the line by Brick Cascade.
Cool. Good deal. I miss cons. I'm ready to go. I have moved heaven and earth on my schedule to make sure nothing interferes with Brick Fair, Alabama. So I'm excited about going. In fact, I almost went ahead and paid my hotel registration today, but I decided not to. So anyway, all right. Let's go up to the Great White North. What's up, man? How you doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Just yeah, plugging along. Not much in the way of Lego stuff. I did get the medieval castle, so looking forward to shacking that thing together. No, I've been doing a whole lot of photography lately, and yeah, it's kind of felt like I've sort of like turned a bit of a corner with it. It seems that I'm sort of getting more successes than failures, so that's good. But yeah, that's taken up most of my time, and then along with that, like it's not just the photography; it's building stuff to take the pictures in front of, like backdrops and that. So that's taking up a lot of it. For one friend of mine who he's had a long-term health issue, which is now sort of wiped out his immune system. So for the foreseeable future, he's sort of housebound, and he just got into the toy photography stuff too. So just as a surprise for him, I made him a big warehouse diorama with all like removable, like, you know, the big tractor trailer and storage containers and catwalks and all this kind of stuff. So he'll have something to shoot against. So that took about 2.5 weeks. So put all that together, and yeah, that's been taking up most of my nerd time.
Sweet.
Okay, so Greg's being a little modest. He posted his picture of the Rocketeer, and I thought it was something made by the studio. It looked that professional. It looked very good.
Oh, thank you, gents. Yeah, that was kind. Yeah, that was fun. It's like I said, it's trying some new things, and they just happen to be working. And the fun thing with that was actually that practical smoke trail, using the cotton balls that you spray paint and then you put an LED on the inside. So yeah, that kind of stuff is really neat, and to kind of play around with and see. So I've actually tried, when I had that out, I've got one ship here, which I tried like a miniature version of that using like a Lego ship. I'm like, wow, looks really good. So I'm kind of looking forward to doing something like that with the Lego stuff too.
Cool. Yeah, you posted a collage of your last probably what 10 or 15 months. Yeah. You have put out some seriously good content, man. It's really good.
Thank you.
So if you're watching, go find is it just Tordok on, or
it's Tora Nerd on Instagram.
Yeah. And that's back up, by the way, if your Instagram has been down today.
Yeah.
Dana was late to come on the show. He was fixing it.
Don't say that too loud. Somebody might think you're not kidding.
That's very pretty. Does he look like he's moved to New York and he now looks like a New Yorker? Put that back up. Ryan looks like a New Yorker now. Look at that.
He does. It's actually kind of scary.
Yeah.
Did he change the glasses? I'm not sure what's going on, but he's going to go order a piece of pizza or something. I don't know. Or yell at somebody about soup. I'm not sure. He just looks very New York.
You know, as soon as he steps away from the camera, he's got the beret. I can tell.
Oh, there's Rich. What's up, Rich? Maybe Rich is here. Okay, yeah. Okay,
maybe Rich is here.
Let the locks flow, John Denver. Let the locks flow.
That's right.
Don't tie those babies,
buddy.
So Rich misses office life so much he set up a cubicle in his own house. Man, that's hardcore.
It is. I'm not sure Rich's audio is working. Oh, no, there he went. Somebody duct tape Rich to the internet. Anyway, Matt, what are you working on this week, man?
I am I'm doing everyone's favorite activity, which is updating my spreadsheet of cards.
Oh, Lord.
I've done all the blue colors, and now we're working on the yellow-orange fan. And that way, when I place my next large order from this German place that has cheap shipping, I don't order things I already have in quantity, which is a reoccurring problem at this household. So it's designed to stop the wasteful ordering. So at least I know, like, yes, I only have 25 of these in 1x2. Yes, I'll grab a few more. Versus, no, I have 400 of these. I don't need any more of them at this point. But like Mr. Mark, I did get some parts in. Always fun. So let's flip our cam around. And these are I got the lightsaber just like Mark, and I also found I had an order from the Czech Republic where I was getting a particular part I wanted, but they had some stuff on sale, so I got some of these like dark chocolate pieces, some 2x4s, some 1x2s, and the dark greens. And everybody loves themselves some burnt orange, so parts. And I chewed through most of my burnt orange building my newspaper building, some pale blue parts, which hopefully more pale blue will be showing up on Bricks and Pieces with the Fiat. The other thing that I did that was kind of interesting, but also kind of not interesting, was Lego put up the video of their Zoom chat with the Lego Ambassadors Network.
Was that like a leak, or they did it on purpose, by the way?
It's on Lego's YouTube channel, so it's not a leak if they put it up. So they put it up, and it was kind of interesting. I skipped ahead through some parts that seemed kind of boring, but there's a big discussion about the Fiat and about the Fiat parts and about the fact that you could only get it from the UK and blah 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 blah. But so I don't know, it's kind of interesting. But one of the things that came up was, I think it was the Ferrari, that one of the sets came out recently, and the color variation within the set was enough that fans were really complaining that some of the parts were definitely significantly lighter or darker than other parts. And they said, the Lego team said, that there is absolutely no change in what they're injecting into the mold. It is exactly the same recipe. It's the same plastic. It's the same dye. And they're trying to figure it out. They basically admitted that in the past, Lego has said, it's within our tolerance. It's not a problem. And though they now say, yeah, it kind of is a problem if fans are complaining. It's in the same set, and the color variation is that significantly noticeable. And they're trying to explore a hypothesis that there's something about whether they mold the part and the mold is cold versus the mold being hot, and does that make a difference on the color, which I thought was kind of interesting. So I don't know. And the other thing that came up in that chat is some fans complained that Lego has been announcing that certain sets would be in limited quantities, and they talked about driving scarcity and complaining about that. And the Lego team sort of revealed that this is an internal argument at Lego, which is, on the one hand, greater transparency of telling fans we're only going to make this in so much, so if you want it, make sure you get it, versus not telling people and then just letting people find out that it's in fact scarce. And so that's something that they have gone back and forth internally at Lego, but they have been trying to disclose more to the public what is in limited quantities and what is not, so that at least the public is aware something's not going to be mass produced as much. So I don't know. I thought that was interesting that they actually kind of revealed some of the internal arguments at the company in that discussion with the Lego ambassadors.
That's pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty transparent of them, considering they usually aren't that way. So I mean, at least they're thinking about it. But the color variation thing, they know that. I mean, I can remember, was it Brick Fair 05 when somebody walked up to the Lego CEO on stage with the purple Knights bus, going, "What the crap?" And he's like, "Yeah, we got to work on that and everything." They know. It's no mystery, but one of the things that Lego did to save money is they didn't use pre-colored granulate. They injected dye in the the ABS. And then, yeah, sure. I'm sure temperatures and stuff like that do matter. So, or they're going to find that out, I guess. All right. Dude Jude is with us. Andrew Sada has joined us. Brick Snaps is here. He likes your yummy dark chocolate. Jeff McElwee in the chat over there. Dude Jude's here. So thank y'all for joining us and everything. So let's see. Heading around the room. Dana, what do you got going on today?
I got a bricks and pieces order in late last week. I finally caught up on the bags of printed tiles.
Nice.
Gonna have some fun with those, I think, maybe. Let's see. I finished Bright Green. And last night I also finished Earth Green or Dark Green.
Okay, so since I haven't been on in a while, can I just say that I am blown away by that series. It is awesome. Like, it is so good. Like, every time I think that the next one's going to be garbage. It's going to look like, something got stuck to a wall, right? But each and every one, somehow it's like coherent. It's like telling a story, man. Like, it's literally blowing me away. So yeah,
well, that's been kind of. I mean, I appreciate the fact that you've gotten the fact that I'm trying to tell like little stories with each one of them, because I mean, I love all the ones that Kaz Moffitt has done, and she's kind of got stories for them, but some of them just have like bits. I mean, I think one of her concepts is that she wanted to use as many different elements and accessories that she could fit into them sometimes.
Yeah.
And most of it works for the story, but I've kind of gone a different direction where even if I go with minimal parts, if it tells the story, that's what's more important for me versus, some of them I've greebled out like crazy because they were space themes and that made sense. But then things that didn't need to be greebled, I dialed it back to try and focus more on what I was trying to tell as a little story versus just trying to, throw stuff together. So.
And you can see that because, like I said, they just don't. You know what they look like? They look like you planned it out, and then Lego simply made the colors to execute your plan. It's like it doesn't look like you're scrambling for parts or I wish I just no matter what it is, I don't care as long as it's sand green, it's going in. It doesn't come off like that at all. It's just I'm really amazed, man.
I appreciate that. And as a matter of fact, I'm working on medium nougat right now.
Delicious.
Very, very delicious. Not as good as nougat, but medium nougat's got it's a little richer, I think.
There's a little peanut butter flavor in there.
It's got a little bit. So, but medium nougat,
that'd be great.
Yeah, medium nougat's actually going to be number 30.
Wow.
Out of 40. So I will be officially 3/4 of the way to my goal. So I'm excited about that. And I actually think now that I've reached 30, I'm going to do another, even though on 22, which was just 2 weeks ago, when we did the lug meeting, I did all 22 together, but now I'm excited to do all 30 because it feels like it's more like a milestone of hitting the 3/4 of the way. And then as Chris was pointing out during the earlier portion of the show, the pre-show, I'm slightly flexing a little bit back here because I found the small skull and the small pumpkin. And because realistically, who doesn't like a little head, right? Everybody needs one of these. If you can get 2, even better, right? So,
Wow.
I've done my job.
There's where that line is that used to be that just kind of got rubbed into the ground.
I mean, I'm literally talking about these little heads,
I am awaiting Jeff McElwee's comment in the sidebar. Why now? I'm just waiting.
But one more thing for you, Gil, because you've been enjoying it. So this is what I have finished. And this is what I still need to do as far as colors go. I rubbed the line.
Oh, y'all brought McElwee in here. Here he is.
What?
He couldn't stay away.
I literally wasn't watching. I was
Don't go back.
Did your ears ring?
No, I was just like, I wanted to show you guys the turtle van, but then I realized that my battery on my camera is still dead. So I got that going for me.
How does your camera die? Can't you just plug it into AC or anything?
I wish.
Oh, well, that sucks. You need rechargeable batteries then.
I do have rechargeable batteries. I just, don't.
I thought Dana said something, and then that said something tingling, and you could say spider sense. You could say a myriad of things.
Was it
we're going to have a list of words, tingling being one of them.
Okay, well, I didn't do anything.
No, you didn't. But take it in good compliment that I made a comment, and it was, oh my God, what would Jeff think of what Dana just said? So just know that you've reached that level in our world.
Well, and then when he said it, I was like, oh, I wonder, I'm waiting for Jeff's comment in the sidebar, and then boop, you popped in.
Oh, well, what'd you say?
You have to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
The moment cannot be recreated because
it
Sounds
peaked.
The shock and awe of it was something else.
Okay. Oh, hey, I bought the tumbler on Friday.
I'm excited for you. I want to get that.
Yeah,
I'm showing it right
the back
now.
stuff I don't care about too much, but that looks really good.
The tumbler is the worst Batmobile ever created, and I hate it. So that being said,
tell me how you feel.
It's a Batmobile, but I had to have it, so I have a Batmobile now because I have an unhealthy obsession. But once I built it, once I threw it all together, it looks really great. Like it fits well with other cars, so like you could reenact flying on rooftops and like crushing other cars with it if you really wanted to. So I don't know, it's pretty cool. It came with not flick fire, but the shooter mechanic things. Yeah. And I replaced those immediately. So yep.
Everyone should. Does it come with a little plaque like the 66 Batmobile or anything like that?
See, that's the kick in the pants. It does not. Yeah.
The perfect opportunity, and they
blew it.
Well, I mean, the perfect opportunity is going to come out next month when that big $350 monstrosity happens. So
yeah, but a series of minifig Batmobiles with plaques and little nice displays would have been really, really fun. So.
Hey, I keep trying to hold out for like semi-modular Lego Gotham City like they did with Harry Potter, and just having like different buildings from Gotham that are interconnected. But we'll see what happens there.
We attempted that back, Mark, and in fact, pre-show we were talking about that. Mark and I got invited up to Billings to see the first Batman sets, to also see the whatever Nickelodeon show with the Blue Arrow kid, whatever you call it. Anyway, Avatar, there it is.
Blue Arrow
Kid, that, the SpongeBob set,
Blue Arrow,
whatever. So we got to see that, which of course our main complaint. I mean, the sets were done. We weren't making changes, but we were like, the undersides of these look terrible. You should do something underneath because you got the Bat Jet and he's supposed to fly overhead and it looks like a bunch of plates. But anyway, they wanted us to come up with something to kind of get the community into, the Batman sets. And so we immediately kind of said, well, make a Gotham City standard. And we talked to them, we made some little storefronts that people could modular connect those together. And it went nowhere. No one cared. And it was me trying to build town, and I don't do that well, which I'm trying to do today, and I'm doing very well. So, but we tried to make a modular Gotham City standard, and it failed. So maybe they'll do it again.
I doubt it.
They pay people who know how to build towns, so that's failures on their part, not yours.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the guy that built the Batman v Superman Batmobile, Marco Bessa, he's doing the Harry Potter stuff right now, and I had a chance to talk to him on the 24-hour live stream, and I was very direct because I'm direct with people. And I was like, what?
No,
yeah, right? Yeah. I was like, why the hell aren't you doing this with every other theme, like this whole interconnectability thing? And he just kind of looked at me awkwardly, and I was like, okay, well, there's a line. So yeah.
Hey, don't pick on my Lego boyfriend like that.
I will not, because he is also my side piece as well. So it's all good.
I'm not sharing.
That's no. As long as you're concerned, there's nothing going on.
Going south. Going south.
Here it goes. We lost 2 viewers. Good job. Anyway.
Let's just
Rich
say
is
if he
here.
gets a
Rich.
designer video, I'll watch it even if it's for Duplo.
Oh, me. You're going to tell him
hardcore.
that, too. That's how, if you do Duplo. Never mind. Anyway, Rich, save us. How you doing, man?
Sound. Yay, modular. So this is the firehouse set, essentially. Base. Here's a custom label for my shop.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay. But the cool thing about this is when I initially converted it from the firehouse to this, I created it with to make it a 50 HP Lovecraftian thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did I hear him just say Lovecraftian?
You did.
You'll see something that looks very much like this,
That's awesome.
Nice.
including a little crazy brick baby in there.
That's awesome.
Right.
Hey, Rich, that looks great. However, you sound like you're in an aquarium. I don't know if...
I've had some technical difficulties. I will speak up. And we'll see if
that does.
Okay, so this is what's going in my window for my Halloween display, along with my Ghostbusters headquarters with all the ghosts flying around, and a graveyard and a pumpkin patch, hopefully very soon. But I did some tweets on it as well. What in the thing that you cannot name, last time they had the gray flowers, which are really good for architectural details. Yes,
Yeah, it's cool.
And I didn't have any details in the upper part of my arch before, and now I got this one going on. And it's recreated in the moldering blackness of this with some obvious reflectivity.
I'm a big fan of the two-tone look. I like that.
Yeah, that's because it's supposed to be an architectural happening up here, which is opening this portal through the window, releasing this creature from another dimension.
Yeah, it gives you that feeling.
Yeah,
another dimension.
The creature from Einfield.
The HP Lovecraftian. So the idea is that there's so much energy being expelled that it's changing the building.
Cool.
If you will. I took that off on Thursday, but I've done a few more tweets on it since then. It's pretty much satisfied my desire to recreate it, as well as update it as well. I didn't have these in there before, or the flowers here, or this rough arrangement here as a decorative piece. So it's really nice to normal display and a Halloween display.
That's cool, man.
Got more storage things. So
cool. Oh. There is Van Winden. Van Winden, what's going on with you today? Gabriel Caparel, welcome, by the way. All right.
There's a castle growing on my table.
Oh, what are you doing?
They've got an ointment for that.
I've heard. I need to buy some, but I'm a little cashed out right now.
Dude, can I just say you throw down bricks faster than anybody else I think I've ever met in my life.
I just have no life. I think that's probably a better answer.
I didn't want to say it that way, but I'll use whatever gets you there, man. I don't know, but you throw down some serious bricks.
I do have lots of bricks.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you.
And lots of time.
Yeah, David Sincere got these from Montreal and shipped them over to me.
I'm jealous.
Plus some classic space dudes. Try hiding up here on the tower.
Nice.
So, but yeah, working on terrain tonight. trying to get this rock area done.
Wait, are you working on terrain or train?
No train yet. That'll be after this project's done. I'm going to go back to my train display for Brick Fair, Alabama. Which is 99 days away.
Dude, you're coming to my backyard and you're bringing a freaking castle and you're bringing a freaking train. What is wrong with you?
Well, your backyard is pretty large since it's 2 hours away from your actual house. No.
It is.
He's trying not to upstage you. That's all.
Yeah, no, I would never do that. I could never do that.
You could, but easily. But you're not. You need to bring a Moonbase module to join into the fun. Okay.
All right, I'll try and get one in plan. So
he'll have it done before the show's over in 30 minutes.
It's small ball.
I like how Canadian Jeff gets an invite to add a module. Meanwhile, I've been asking Giddens about the standard for like weeks now over Messenger.
What?
Like,
it's on the internet.
I've sent you the link. All you've asked me to was 2 yellow lightsaber blades, which I'm going to give to you. So
a couple of weeks ago, I asked you about the standard. You sent me a link, and I was like, "Okay, got any advice?" And then you just like mumbled something off, and I was like, "Thanks." Thinking that my friend Chris would be excited that I'm stepping into a new world. Guess what didn't happen?
He's afraid of you. He's afraid of you in your competition.
I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. So he just built the link.
It's fine, Chris. It's fine.
What are you gonna do, Chris? What are you gonna do?
Jeff,
I've got to before.
This is it right here.
There it is. There's a standard right there. There it is.
If Matthew can figure it out, you can figure it out.
You can do it.
Isn't there some kind of Southern saying like, you can lead the hound dog to the Mountain Dew, but you can't make him drink or something? Can you just apply that somehow?
Oh,
you can do it in hot pink Friends colors, or you can do it in classic space, gray and yellow, yellow, and blue.
I was gonna do it in Fusion colors.
I have actually not mentioned my horror of that yellow trans-colored glass classic piece in the midst of that pink. Okay, that every time you pull that up, I'm like, I am not going to say anything about it because it's going to be another thing that y'all make fun of me about. But I see that trans yellow panel that is like liquid gold. If I would love to have 1 million of those. And you got it jammed in there in stupid pink pieces. Look at that. You see it? Look at there.
Man, that looks awesome.
And then you put trans blue on light blue on top. It's like you're shooting me with buckshot, man.
Considering that there are trans yellow of that piece that we got in Lug Bulk, which I know he has.
No, I didn't get that. I didn't order that in Lug Bulk, so I don't have any.
I will give you some just to fix it.
That is not on his spreadsheet. So.
What they need to make is trans pink shields. And then I could make it in trans pink and it would look coherent. Hey Dana, can you help me dye a clear piece and make it pink?
I bet you if we use Jello.
Actually,
the easy answer is we could always go ahead and take and just use a red, like a pink Sharpie would probably do it. They've got pink Sharpies.
Yep. There also does exist transparent spray paint. We use it to paint clear Nerf blasters into transparent other colors.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Cameo. You can get it on Amazon. Cheap.
I did not know that. I'm disappointed Greg didn't know that.
Now, you know.
Have stained glass kits that are all plastic, and you can like brush it on.
There's actually too. There's special paint you can get like from Vallejo that you can like airbrush on, and it's transparent paint too.
Yeah, cool. There's a new windshield in trans yellow. Look at there.
Yeah, that's in the new stunt set. I was going to actually bring that up to you, Chris. I didn't know if you knew about it.
I knew. I have filled up a bricks and pieces order and then deleted it 2 or 3 times with some of those in it. Where you're like, I'll just get a couple of those, and then $80 later, you're like, crap, I can't do this. So
have you seen this piece?
Oh wait!
It's new. It's brand new.
I'm imagining like 100 or 200 of those on a floor, and you'd have like a dark gray, light gray tiled floor, but really small tile.
If that's on our bulk leg option, I could see that making our list of.
I know that will be you or Shannon's number 1 or number 2 pick.
That's a 1 by 1.
Yeah, it's a 1 by 1 tile.
Oh, you guys must be talking about peach lug then, huh?
Yes, peach lug. There it is. I'll be right back.
Must be nice.
Well, Jeff, you just need to move from Oklahoma to like Georgia or Florida.
Actually, I keep asking Emily when we're gonna move and if we're gonna move. So far, it's the Pacific Northwest or back to Arizona, and I hope it's not back to Arizona.
I was gonna say I'm pushing for Pacific Northwest for you.
Yeah, it's nice up there.
It's expensive up there. I used to live there.
Yeah, there's that too. We'll figure it out.
And this last year, it was just as hot in the Pacific Northwest as it was in Arizona.
That's not fun.
Yeah, it's true. I believe Hoopa made cookies on the dashboard of his car.
Oh. Let me know when he makes croissants in the dashboard of his car. Then we'll
Science experiment.
We did that in Phoenix in July once, and it was not. It was a bad good time.
It was a bad good time.
Yeah.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
So I decided that since Small Paul was down here, he left his hair on my Lego table during one of his adventures. So I decided he's going to come back and find that Robo Small Paul has taken over the Lego.
Nice.
And Robo Small Paul is going to hack all of his bases.
I can still remember the day that I came home and Jake had a shark and he had Loki hanging on to a saber on the back of the shark and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, this kid had so much better of a day than I did. He had a demigod riding a shark. That is a great day, man.
That sounds like something Loki would do.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Bah, it's me, and he stabbed me.
A question from the chat. Why is Rich modifying Sterlite shells?
Well, what's he doing? Is he drilling holes?
No, I'm putting screws in them. Why am I doing that? Because the weight of the brick in the drawers, when you get up to 12 drawers high, is too much. The sides of the Sterlite drawer and the male portion slides further into the female portion more than you want it to.
Is this OSHA approved?
It is. And then
better question is that OCBY approved.
Yeah.
Then you screw them to the wall on one side and lash them together with zip ties. I know it sounds.
I don't know what goes on at your place on Saturday nights, but it sounds a lot crazier than mine, man.
Come on down, have fun.
You had me at
You had me at zip tie.
I don't know what that means.
Speaking of Sterlite, has anybody ever found a bin that can hold like a 48 by 48 base plate nicely and not take up not have too much extra room around it?
No, those won't even fit in the house.
A 48 by 48. The Container Store sells big square boxes that fit a 48 by 48 plate down in the bottom.
Okay.
Or Walmart.
They're not cheap though. They're not cheap though. I sprung for 2 of them because I was moving Moonbase stuff, and it was easier to kind of stack some of the stuff because I got a tower that sits in there. It's not the best solution. It's a doable solution.
Are they plastic or cardboard?
They're plastic.
Okay.
What's the measurement of in inches of a 48 by 48?
16.
It's like 15 inches. I get 15 inch by 15 inch.
Oh, yeah, 15 by 15. You're right.
Yeah. It'll go down in there. So.
Yeah, I think I just got something for the pool that I think it was like 17 by 17. So,
yeah, I'm looking for something just slightly bigger so that I can
10 inches.
And actually, and Jeff, that was at Walmart here, and they're like if you go into the container aisle, they're the only black ones that you see there. So,
okay.
Welcome, Nick.
Classic.
Classic.
Subtext.
The classic joke: the 48 base plate being too big for the house. You had to be there for that, but
I just want to say that there was an extended conversation using the word inches, and nobody laughed except for me. I mean, come on, I'm disappointed in you guys.
Which word?
oh,
My mic was muted because it hit the back of the knife.
Canadian Tire has hardware boxes that fit 48 by 48 nicely. There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm thinking like for the trailer, I want something plastic because my trailer might have a small leak still, and I don't want to show up at Virginia or at Alabama with soggy boxes.
Porridge.
But and remember, we don't allow in the South. There are no soggy boxes, and you can't have a leaky trailer to come into to any state south of the Mason-Dixon line. I'm just going.
Nobody likes a soggy bottom. I learned that on the British paper.
Yeah.
Except for the soggy bottom boys.
Except for the soggy bottom boys.
Where?
Well played.
I'm back.
You're back.
And
back.
for reference, if anyone's
He has
interested,
Nerf guns. What?
this used to be clear.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then you left it out in the sun.
No, it was it's a spray paint, transparent, translucent spray paint.
Okay, cool.
And they've got them in every color imaginable. How well you could match it to Lego color, I couldn't tell you.
Well, that's the experimental phase. Dana is like the mad scientist of like recoloring things, and I have an entire drawer of translucent parts that I almost never use. I could see some experimentation.
I need to come
happening.
raid those before you do that to get the good ones out. So.
Hey, you're already in the hole, buddy. You got to pony up.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Matthew, did you pull those from your inventory and not from the Lego store?
And not Chris's hole?
He doesn't need to know that.
It's a pick-a-brick.
Let's just say I got them off the pick-a-brick wall when they were like throwing them out the back door. And then I was like, what am I going to ever do with this many inverted slopes? And then Chris needed a whole cup. And I was like, perfect.
And that is why.
Whoa. Okay. All right. So you're making me feel bad. You're like, I'm going to go make a trip. And you
Wait a second. So what you're saying is
I didn't
you
think
took
I
the
had that
things out
many.
of someone's back door and gave it to Chris.
That's right.
I'm really starting to hate Matt. I mean,
I thought I had like half a cup and I would go fill the rest of the cup from the store. But once I started pouring them into the cup, I was like, don't even need to make a trip. There's enough. There's a
Hey now. You got to hang with me, and it was your birthday, so it was a worthwhile trip.
Oh, yeah. No, I made that.
Charge Chris for gas money.
I didn't need to top off Chris's inverted wedges, though. So that was.
I think that's only someone else's job to top off Chris's
inverted wedges. No, that's exactly Jeff. You are right on point, right there.
Thank you. Also, Chayla has a Blacktron T-shirt. Nobody said anything yet.
No, we did. We said it before you got here. We did.
Oh.
We did.
yes,
That's an awesome shirt, Chayla.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I've got one that just has the symbol on it that my brother made for me for Christmas many years ago, but it doesn't fit anymore.
Oh, it must have shrunk.
So, Greg, this one's for you. This little dog, German Shepherd, and this little bear, they are going to the Brasso.
Oh.
No.
Just saying. The dog and the bear are going to the Brasso.
You're going to take the eyes off.
Going to remove the eyes.
Why are you removing the eyes?
Although, I got to... Wait a minute. This dog's going to go back in the bag, though, because...
Cool. All right. Good reason.
There are definite chew marks all over this.
Oh, that adds character, Dana. Character.
Dog has been gnawed upon.
Yes, the dog has been gnawed upon. There are some small child's teeth all over this thing.
You're taking Brasso to the eyes. It sounds like some sort of mob movie or something.
Why are you brassoing the eyes of the doggo?
We're going to rub them.
Monochrome.
I want him to be blind to what's going to happen to him in the long run.
All right.
Oh,
So,
okay. Well, that answered all of my questions.
No, come on. You've been watching that I've been posting stuff for a long time. I'm making little mono habitats, and his face paint just clashes with the mono habitat.
You act like I pay attention to anything.
Oh, this is true. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
we need to talk about this.
Yes.
Why?
The art project coming out, and some very hipster mom has bought this kid the set, but the kid's too dumb to make the best part of the set, which is this. Look at that.
Yes.
Look at the hair. There it is.
Yes.
That would make an excellent gift to a former art teacher that might be in your family.
No, that is a day one buy, or my wife knowing that that's what I want for Christmas, and so let's just call it that, and that's it.
Let's talk about the park pack that is this set.
No, let's talk about this first.
4,000 pieces.
Yeah,
Wow.
There's going to be a lot left over when you build this. I mean, because that's all the set is for right there. So
yeah.
I mean, maybe you can build two with one being a black suit guy, the other one being the white suit
this
guy.
first picture there, like when I see, if someone gave me that, my first thought would be, I remember when I got a cool gift, like socks.
Why do I always get the educational crap? What's going on?
Oh, that was awful.
Socks.
it looks like cross stitch. You know, I don't know.
I like socks.
But that,
It does look like
that's much better.
That's really great. So.
When are they going to do a practice?
There's some variations of blue and light blue in there to give some wrinkle to or some shadowing and everything is really nice.
But what I want to do is that now I feel that once I get that, I'm going to have to reverse engineer it to do it for red.
Yeah.
And use the pinks and the magentas and the hot pinks to give that same dimension, and the burgundy reds and the dark reds to do that. I need a red one.
You gotta be truthful, man. You're gonna do it for every single spaceman color, including orange.
You're gonna need to Andy Warhol that, man.
Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged.
I like the Andy Warhol idea.
How are you gonna get the blue hands in there?
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, I can at least get the air tank. And that'll give you the hint of the air tank in the background.
Well, the red one, he will actually make the full figure, and he'll make the blue hands hanging down there and everything. So.
I had thought about doing a mosaic of the full Spaceman minifigure just for that reason alone.
Have you thought about doing a mosaic of you doing a mosaic of the Spaceman full minifigure before?
Now that is very. Who am I thinking of? Not Frank Lloyd Wright.
I don't know.
No. Who's the guy who did all the old Life magazine covers? Rockwell. That's very Norman Rockwell. Thank you.
Yeah.
Or Andy Escher. He did some self-portraits of him drawing himself as well.
I think so did
we
Dolly.
We need you to do the Thomas Kincaid version. Do the Thomas Kincaid version.
It was the Saturday Evening Post, wasn't it?
Yes. And thank you again for correcting me. You are correct, sir.
Also,
I should have known that Mark would have the answer. Those are some...
Our friend Mr. McElwee has created this. Check that out.
Sweet. Party.
Turtles.
What's up, Bobby?
Oops, wrong way.
I like the light up keyboard.
Thanks.
I like that. You show the picture, and what does Data say? I like the light up keyboard. Next
I was actually about to ask a question because it was it was a very poignant question. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Jeff, that was not a somebody's turtle van. That was your turtle van because you're like, I could do this better than so and so did.
10-4.
Correct. So that is a complete McElwee original turtle.
That's correct.
This was also a commission for Not Another Retro channel, and he's been on Tons of Fun a few times. And we've always been discussing about making this and seeing what happens. And now that it's happening and everything else, he's already had a couple of people be like, hey, can you get him to make me one? So, like, I guess I'm the nostalgic 80s playset Lego builder for some people now. Great.
That's not a bad place to be.
No.
Have you heard about this thing called Lego Ideas?
Yep.
Or Rebrickable. You can just put up the instructions for it.
It's not my jam.
That's true. That would require doing the instructions. So yeah, no, I get.
Well, it's not even that. It's just not my jam.
It's not.
Jam.
Toast.
Have any of you seen? And I'm trying to see if I can find in my favorites or whatever on the Instagrams, but it's still being kind of dodgy. But there's a guy who's making like the Ghostbusters headquarters in 80s, 90s town versions or whatever.
Yeah.
So it looks very,
Flashback
it's super cool. And he did in fact, I shared his turtle van with Jeff, and of course Jeff said he blew me away with what he's done. But this is going back to using very old windshields, very old, square, fronts and stuff. And it's really neat stuff. He's done Batmobile. He's done a bunch of other stuff. I wish I could find the guy, but it's super neat.
Well, the difference between what you showed me and what I'm doing is that guy's copying the cartoon version. Like what I'm doing is copying the toy that came out. The toy didn't have the big guns in the back that raised up. It only had the stupid, like, I guess we'll mount these laser guns on these mirrors. So,
Whoa!
What's up?
Hey, Mr. Abner.
What's going on, man?
Not much. Just had BrickCon yesterday, so.
If I recall correctly, I know Abner shared some of your work on A-Folds of Facebook.
Yes, he did.
I saw your name.
I won 2 awards, so that was pretty cool.
What did you win?
Ooh, wait.
I don't mean to interrupt. Chilo, didn't you win something for your boats too?
Yes, but he only won 1 award, and Will is trumped him by 2 awards.
Well, that's because I brought 11 Bionicle. I bought 10 Bionicle builds, and there were 13 Bionicle things brought. So in that regard, I won by default.
Okay, all right. Well, then it's not as impressive.
But I won the best dystopian, traveling Badlands Desperado. So that was the trophy for it, which is pretty awesome. The horns on this are also that's where my camera is. The handles for it.
Click that, Mark. We were clicking at the same time. Go ahead, Mark. There you go.
So he's pretty cool.
That's pretty
little tail.
That's what Gil would call Tech West.
Yes, that is definitely Tech West. Now the build itself was in pieces, so now I have to finish building it to show you guys in a few minutes. But yeah,
return it to its glory.
Yes, because I built it, it's fragile. But that's about how it works.
Yeah, I had to put all the sails back on my ship to the line.
Yeah, that was taking you a while. But it looked good when it was done, so hey.
Will, did the trophy for Biotical say please stop breeding this stuff?
No.
Okay.
Moto. If Moto wants to jump in, I've got to jump out, so.
Okay. All right. You headed out, man? All right. Yeah. We'll see you.
See you, boys.
Later, Gil.
See you, buddy.
See you, Gil.
So that was the Bionicle trophy. So it's like a dragonfly built on one of the Star Wars guns.
Yeah, Moto, if you want to hop back in, we got a
fun.
spot. Oh, that's awesome, dude.
It almost looks like a Galaxy Squad.
Yeah?
Yeah, it really does. I should make some of these with black for the body instead and try and put some dark red, probably under here too. And then I could totally say it's Galaxy Squad.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. So who builds, so Brick Fair, the trophies are generic, right? They're the brickies or whatever. So the trophies there, somebody custom builds them. Does the club out there do it or who?
It really depends. Sometimes it's theme coordinators, but a lot of the time, there was actually no Bionicle theme coordinator, which was funny. But it'll be theme coordinators. Someone who brings a lot of the builds will occasionally get in contact with the committee and then the senior staff and say, hey, I'll do the build for it. Years ago, it was just random people who attended the con. They're like, we need trophies, so they have bins of bricks, and then you'd have these polished trophies that were made beforehand, and then you'd have a really crappy looking thing for another trophy, which was kind of funny.
Hey, at one fest a long time ago, it was Brickfest PDX, the one and only. We made a very crappy trophy with a cutout of Brahms' face that we stuck to it, and we called it the Brammy.
That's so good.
I remember the Brammy.
The Brammy got passed around at a few subsequent fests, and I don't know whatever became of it.
The Brammy.
I think that means another one of those needs to be made and given out in the future.
I'm thinking we need to have an old gray bricky.
Or we could have an old gray Brammy. I mean, that.
I mean, if we want, you could get a 3D scan of like someone's face and then print that and put it on there. So you have like a minifig that just has like Chris's face, for example, in a really creepy like 3D render.
I don't think anybody wants that.
That is
Just
horrifying beyond
It could happen though.
So Brom says Tyler got the last one and never passed it on.
And that's why he won Lego Masters. There it is, right there. There's the secret.
That's right. He was blessed by the Brammy.
Blessed.
He was imbued with the energy. And
Is it a blessing or a curse? A curse of victory?
Yeah.
no one can say.
No one wants.
So hey, Will, I was just wondering, is the reason there was no bionicle coordinator because you were coordinating Galador?
Sort of. I did bring all of my Galador later on because that table was so desolate, and it was so wrong. But it was a little bit
With
right
the
at the same
Galador
time.
on it, it would be desolate.
Well, it's good that somebody is keeping the dream alive.
I was talking to some of the staff, and I'm like, "Can you, as a joke, print me a one of the things that says like they'd have paper in like a little laminate thing that would say like the theme's name." I told them to print me one that says Galador for next year that I can put on half a table where it doesn't make sense. And they're like, "We want this to happen," which was probably a bad choice of words for them, but I'm okay with it.
That's awesome.
Hey, how's Wayne doing? I haven't talked to him in forever.
Wayne's doing good. He
Good
brought
here.
some crazy stuff. He made a great ball contraption type of thing that's for the for the Duplo balls that are like, about that big in diameter.
Tower?
I saw that.
Yeah,
That was
the thing was it's like 7-8 feet tall. It was insane.
Yeah, that's
And the whole
freaking
thing
awesome.
rotated on its base too.
Yeah, that's just freaking cool.
so weird.
That's great.
All right, gentlemen, we are up at an hour, so we are going to wind it down and land the plane. So thank y'all for joining us today. Appreciate you being here. Y'all hang out with us on Thursday. Do we have a topic? Sure. What can I tell you? No, because I don't know yet. But we will let Dana flex his pumpkins and all that implies. So, but thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Be awesome, build awesome. Get your shots, be kind to your neighbor, all that stuff. And if you guys ruined my chance of going to Brick Fair, Alabama, I'm coming to your house. Anyway, so thank you all for being here tonight. Have a great night. Be awesome, build awesome. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.